Oh man, guys, here it is. We have our third female character from the Variant Player Arts Kai DC line, and it is number 7, Supergirl. Been waiting for this figure for a long period of time now, like I said and mentioned in my Superman video, and I'm super excited to get this girl opened up and see what she's all about. So, standard packaging, have a nice picture of Supergirl here, continuation here. On the back you have Supergirl highlighted right here with Superman kind of in the background. On this side you have Play Arts Kai, that's great. In here we have a great picture of Supergirl. On the bottom here, if you guys want to read that, you guys can. So that's that. On the other side, you have the nice window display right there with Supergirl inside, and showcases all the different accessories that she comes with, so super excited. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm super excited. I want to get her out of packaging. So guys, stick around. I'll be right back. Alright guys, and we are back. We have Supergirl here displayed, standing right there for you guys to see. Real quickly before we take a look at her, I'm going to push her aside or move it to the back for a little bit. Let's focus in on the accessories. So real quickly, she also comes with a effect piece, which I'm not a real big fan of, especially not this one. The Superman one was okay, but this one is just like a clear plastic. It's, I guess, someone would like to, if someone would like to use this, it would be more for like a her flying off somewhere. And yeah, I don't know, to be honest, I have no idea what this thing's used for, so I'm gonna leave it to the side because I have no idea. Up next we have another face sculpt. Just like Superman, she comes with a heat vision version of the eye, like the face sculpt, which is quite nice. You get 1 and 2, so you get a pair of close-fisted hands. Once again, very nicely done when it comes to sculpt work and paint job. Very similar to Superman, quite nice. This one has a little peg sticking out, and I'll show you why that is in a little bit. And lastly, you get this pair, or this single hand for the sword. You can clearly tell that the fingernails are also painted in, which is quite nice. Alright, on to her main accessories. Just like Superman, you get a cloth piece for the cape, which is quite nice. I like it. I like the fact that they included that. And I personally will be using that instead of this ugly mess here. But yeah, it's you have your options pretty much. And lastly, she comes with her sword, obviously, because now some people I see on a lot of people's reviews, they're like, why does Supergirl need a sword? And well, it's because when Supergirl first came here in, I think, one of the comic series, I'm not sure if it's all the comic series, but in one of the comic series that I read, she was actually trained by Wonder Woman. So she was on that island and she learned how to wield a sword, and that's the reasoning behind this. So hopefully now there will be no more gripes or issues for why does Supergirl need to carry a sword. She also comes with her sheath right here, which is quite nicely detailed. It pegs into her side right there, which is quite nice. There are these peg holes here, and that's obviously for her hands, so you can have her kind of holding her sheath like that. I personally will just have this on her side, so I don't need to really worry about it. And the sword does indeed go into the sheath quite nicely. Now be careful, because I think the paint will start to wear and tear if you keep sliding it in and out like that. And also be very careful with any swords for that matter, when it comes to figures. Don't hold here when you're trying to put it into her hand. That will definitely break the sword. I learned that the hard way with my red version of the Batman. The variant Batman, the limited edition one. Yeah, that was a big no-no. So I have one broken sword, and the blue one that I have, the one that I am displaying, he has a nice unbroken sword. So be careful, guys. Just a little side note. But guys, once again, look at that. I mean, the sculpt, the craftsmanship, the paint job, love everything about it. Looks spot on. Alright, so that's pretty much the accessories when it comes to Supergirl. Now let's take a look at Supergirl. The first major, there's two major gripes with this figure. Actually, maybe three. Everything else is perfect. If you want to pick up this figure, I'm just going to tell you up straight up right now, even with these three minor gripes, I think this is a beautiful figure. And yeah, she looks sexy as all hell, honestly speaking. But three gripes, and then we're pretty much done with this figure. So here we go. First gripe. She definitely can't stand. At least maybe it's my figure, because I've watched other people's reviews and some of them were fortunate enough to be able to get their Supergirl to stand up. Mine actually just proved me wrong, but it's standing really weirdly, but it is standing. But for the longest time while I was playing around with this figure, I could not get her to stand for anything. So that's why you see the display base right there. I actually made it, and I was like, screw this, I'm just gonna put her on a stand and we'll call it a day. But I don't need to do that right now because she's standing on her own. Very good. The next minor gripe that I have with this figure is, once again, and you guys could probably tell already, is down here. No, it's not the length of her skirt. I think it's perfect, but I think it's definitely the cape. The cape is, once again, just like the Superman figure. It looks like she has two capes, pretty much, and that's just ridiculous. I don't like that at all. That's why I will be sticking this one on her and calling it a day. Yes, you can kind of push these in, but they don't like to stay. And lastly, the third gripe I have with this is this right here. This piece tends to fall off very easily, so be careful with that. And for the sake of the review, I'm just going to take these off because they drive me crazy. So real quickly, before we take a look at her, let me just show you the capes. Two cape pieces. Now, unlike Superman and all the other characters with capes, hers is a little different. Hers goes straight up, and because of that, you're very limited in this articulation. Actually, you can't do this. You have to actually rotate this joint, then you'll be able to do the side or the swinging motion like this. So that's a major gripe that I do have with this. But other than that, same or very similar cape as to Superman. I don't like these pieces that are just kind of like hanging out in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know why that little peg is there, but yeah. Shading is nice. Length is nice, just don't like the fact that it's two. I understand why they did that, because they want you to be able to pose her in more dynamic poses, but I think they missed the mark on this one. But there you have it, that's the cape. Onto the figure itself. So, real quickly, beautiful job when it comes to Supergirl. I really do like the color scheme. I love everything about her. She looks sexy as all hell. I think she has just topped Wonder Woman. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Personally, for some reason, I really do like Batgirl a lot. She is not that revealing. I mean, you just see kind of her thigh, but other than that, you don't see much. But still, I think she's my number one. But number two was Wonder Woman, but now obviously with 3 girls, there can only be one number two, and I think it will have to go to this Supergirl. She looks sexy. I mean, she's very curvy, as you guys can clearly see. And yeah, I mean, she looks great. Some people on forums I've seen, people were complaining that she looks too, I don't know, Barbie-ish, but I think she's spot on. I mean, isn't Supergirl a blonde anyway? So I mean, I don't know what people are complaining about. I mean, she looks beautiful, so I think that's all that matters. When it comes to paint job, it looks great. The hair looks pretty realistic. It is actually on 2 joints right here. You can swirl it around, but I think this is the most natural looking way of having it, so I'm going to have it that way. The S, very small, looks nice. I love the color schemes here. Very similar to Superman when it comes to color scheme. Blues, blacks, golds, reds, etc. Sculpting looks great. And her boots look amazing as well. This cape piece does not come off. This is the top piece, but some people were saying, like Anthony's Customs, he was even saying some people will probably just use this as her cape piece instead of any of the other ones, and I could definitely see that happening, her having a smaller cape to make it look a little bit more sexy, but I personally will be using the longer one. Yeah, other than that, I mean, she is a great figure. When it comes to articulation, the head is a little limited because of her hair piece. You can maneuver these so that it doesn't get in the way, but it's gonna look a little weird, so keep that in mind. The shoulders can go out, can fully rotate. She does have this butterfly joint right here. It's nicely hidden. This piece is pliable, so it won't get in the way. There is a bicep cut, and that bicep cut is connected to this piece right here. Single jointed, you get 90 degrees right there, and it's ratchety. The hands can go in, can go out, and can do 360. Upper diaphragm, she is quite limited here. Maybe it's just on my figure, but she is a little limited. Oh, I thought that was a crack for a sec. Waist joint, mine's tight, but it's definitely there. This skirt piece is pliable, so it's not going to get in the way. The legs, ratchety joints like usual. No problems when it comes to articulation. Single jointed, or not single jointed, double jointed knees. Looks pretty good, I would say. So that's that. And she has the same stylized boots as Wonder Woman and the same flaws. So this piece, if it's getting warped, just put it under a little bit of hot water and it should do the trick. This piece is articulated, but it serves no purpose, so don't use it. Can go up, can go back. There is an ankle rocker, and there you have it. There is Supergirl out of packaging, and she looks beautiful. So yeah, that's that. Real quickly, I just want to show off, because I didn't do this in my earlier video with Superman. I'll just show you how to interchange the cape piece. The head, or the face I should say, it's quite simple. You pull off the entire head, pull this piece down, put this one back on. I'm not gonna do it because it's the same crap. But other than that, the hands, same exact thing. You pop these out, revealing a peg, and then you just put the hand that you want in there and you call it a day. Real quickly, let me show you the cape. So the cape, it's all wrinkled here, which is how it's supposed to be. Pull this piece up, revealing the 2 holes here for the pegs. Then take this and make sure you push it in all the way, because if it's not pushed in all the way, it will come out, and that's a pain to deal with. Okay, so there you have it. You have Supergirl with her cape. So pretty nice. Love everything about this figure. How will I have her pose? Actually, I have no idea. I'm trying to... No, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm just trying to find the peg hole, and it's actually right there. It's on her thigh, and that is where you connect. Oops, sorry, you guys can't see that. There you have it. That's where you connect her sword piece, or her sheath. So there you have it, guys. Supergirl, it's a must get, especially if you like Supergirl, or if you've been collecting the Player Arts Kai DC variants line. She is a must get. I highly recommend her. Even with those 3 little flaws, she is a beautiful, beautiful figure. She will look amazing next to all of your other DC Player Arts Kai variant line figures, so I highly recommend it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Leave a comment down below telling me which female figure you think is the hottest that we've gotten so far. Is it Batgirl, Wonder Woman, or Supergirl? And also just tell me what you guys think about this figure. Guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. This is Daybreak 748, and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.